HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Good evening, Alternative Healthcare Career Group. What's going on? Are we live, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, if you're watching live, please comment live. Watching on the replay, please comment replay. Hey, we've got an awesome topic for tonight. Yes, our topic for tonight is how to start your home modification business, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching live, please comment live. Watching on the replay, please comment replay. I'm not sure if I'm seeing myself yet in Facebook. I think we are live. If you are hearing me, type in "hear me." I guess I'm live. I can see myself now on Facebook. Hey, I have good news and some win. I wanted to share our wins for today first, right? My win for today, I got hopefully 2 contracts closing in for our business, right? And then our the outpatient clinic, they're opening. They're building. They're putting up the walls and everything. Remember, I put up that picture before. It's just the soil. It's just an open area. Now we're putting up some walls and everything. So slowly, it's beginning to become a reality, ladies and gentlemen. Facebook's not working, but yeah, if you're watching live, comment live. Watching on the replay, comment replay. Yes, I think I see myself. There you go. It's nice to see myself in the computer, right? Yes, well, anyway, our topic for tonight is how to start your home modification business, wherein we are actually interviewing a couple tonight. So Karen is a New Jersey licensed physical therapist and a certified dementia care specialist. Gosh. If you are a certified dementia care specialist, type in "you are a dementia specialist." I actually teach, or speaking of that, I teach. The January class is already closed. But this coming February, I'm going to be teaching that Alzheimer's disease and dementia care seminar, the required course to be a certified dementia practitioner. Check that out. Karen is a certified dementia care specialist. Watch out for Karen Frank, right? And yes, and then Gregg is actually a occupational therapist. Of course, he's from New Jersey, and a certified aging in place specialist. A lot of people in their group, they're always asking, "Hey, how can I start this?" Blah 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 blah. And CAPS is one of the many certification courses that you can take, and this is what Frank has: certified aging in place specialist. Maybe he could place me, right? Maybe he could place me. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, and then Gregg has held the position of manager of the home modification specialist or home modification special interest section for the American Occupational Therapy Association. Gosh, this is a big time dude, huh? Yep. Karen and Gregg spent the earlier part of their career working in a traditional therapy setting. So listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of us here we're in a traditional setting. We're like in that comfort zone, and you always want to get out of that comfort zone, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to reach your next level in life, if you want to be an uncaged clinician, just like this shirt. By the way, if you want to be an uncaged clinician, check out the Mobile PT League by David Bailiff. But if you want to get out of that being in cage or being in that golden handcuff, you got to get out of your comfort zone. And I like what Karen and Gregg wrote here. They were working in a traditional therapy setting. There's nothing wrong working in a traditional setting, ladies and gentlemen. But if you want to achieve your next level, you got to get out of that comfort zone. The comfort zone, just like we say in the Philippines, comfort zone. What is going on, Miss Paula? Thank you very much for watching live. I appreciate you. Our topic for tonight is how to start your own home modification business. Yes, check it out. Just listen. Where I'm just introducing our guest for tonight, right? All right. It says here in 2007. That was like how many years ago, right? I feel like 2007 is just last year, but it's 2021 now, right? 2007 is just, I feel like that's just yesterday, right? So in 2007, Karen and Gregg founded Back Home Safely. What a nice name, right? Back Home Safely. Oh, gosh. Back Home Safely is a home modification organization with the mission of creating safe and accessible homes in New Jersey. I love that, ladies and gentlemen. I love that. You know why? When you're starting a business, you have to have a mission and vision in life. You have to have a goal. I like this. I like it. Why? Just like shooting a basketball. How can you shoot a basketball if you don't have a goal, right? And just by reading this, you know that they have a goal. You're not just there. They just didn't open up a clinic. They had this specialty. They had this niche. Back Home Safely. Oh gosh. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be interviewing them in a minute. So here it says here, along with their staff of carpenters, they have dedicated the last 14 years of practice to assisting individuals in remaining in their own homes despite medical compromise through their home modification intervention. Gosh, that's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. It says here, with their team of staff of carpenters, you need to network, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to find that alternative career, you got to network. You got to find a team that will push you to your next level. You got to find the people that will actually believe in you, right? So we're going to ask them, hey, how can you start this? How can you start that? Blah, 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 blah. So we're going to ask them that, right? Thank you very much, Miss Mahiliano. Thank you very much. Ang galing naman ng former student. So proud of. I'm also proud of you, Mrs. Mahiliano. Miss Mahiliano, I really appreciate you. I love you. All right, you keep safe there, okay? All right, so where were we? Okay, so they actually use a patient-centered approach by focusing on the patient's unique functional abilities, so the patient's goal and the environment in which they live. Karen and Gregg recently created a franchise. This is where this business comes in. Created a franchise called Green Light Mobility. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring them in. Karen and Frank, thank you very much for coming over. Karen and Frank, what is going on?
Hi, Mike. Thanks for having us today.
All right. Well, I know I introduced you so long, right? But could you please tell us what do you do? Where are you from? Who's the PT? Who's the OT? Who's really the boss? Obviously, you know who the boss
That's
is.
That's a secret.
Can you guess who the boss is?
Yeah. So, could you please tell us, where you at? What did you do? What do you do? And how can you help us find the alternative career, please?
You want to start?
Sure. Okay. So the way we started was, he said, we were working in traditional setting. We had our own clinics, and we decided that we really saw people living in assisted livings and nursing homes. And we said, you know what, nobody really wants to live in a nursing home. Our goal is to not live in a nursing home when we get older. And we saw people really not being able to return to their own homes. So they were unhappy. So we decided, you know what, I worked construction in college. I had some construction knowledge, and I was really interested in that end of it. And we said, I said, you know what, let's go ahead and start something where we can create accessible homes. And I was fortunate enough that my wife agreed with us with that goal we had in mind. So she supported that. And 14 years later, we have a staff of as you said, we have a staff of our own carpenters. We've got 2 other therapists who work with us besides us who are on our staff. And we've got 7 guys who work for us. And we've got a warehouse, and we've got a showroom. And we have people coming in and people who are having difficulty caregiving. They're coming in and they're trying out our ceiling lifts and our hospital beds and our roll-in showers and our toilet adaptations and whatever it's going to take to really get them to be functional in their home. They can try it in our showroom. They can see it and touch it in our warehouse. And our guys who are employees can go ahead into their homes and install it for them.
So what we do is we have therapists who go out and do home evaluations. So someone will call, usually it's someone who's in either a hospital or a subacute facility, and they've just had some type of major medical issue. And they schedule an evaluation, and we go out to the home and do an evaluation. The therapist does the evaluation, and we make recommendations, and we find solutions for these people so that they can remain living in their home and keep their home safe and accessible, and help reduce obstacles like the stairs or the tub, getting in and out of the tub, whatever it is, so the person can return home even if they have mobility challenges. And then what happens is after the evaluation's done and the recommendations are made, if the family wants to pursue any of the projects, they call back our office, and that's when we schedule our carpenters to go out to the home and they do the modifications. So we, as Gregg said, we keep a whole load of inventory at our warehouse with a lot of the different modifications that we do. A lot of those things are things like stair lifts, ramps, grab bars. We take out tubs, make walk-in showers. We do a lot of stair rails, threshold ramps, like Gregg said, ceiling lifts. Any type of modification, even like door widening for wheelchair accessibility.
Wheelchair seating.
Anything that the person would need to remain living in their home. And we not only look at as Mike had read before, we don't only look at, the layout of the house, but we think about what the disability is and what the disease or medical compromise is. Because whether it's a progressive disease like MS or Parkinson's or ALS, or if it's more of a stroke or maybe an orthopedic condition, that might play a part in what recommendations we make, because we also think about the future and whether those people will need different modifications based on what their medical situation is.
Like she's saying, if it's something where it's an acute condition, we might need a rental. So we have a whole stock of rental stair lifts and rental ramps and rental reclining lift chairs that we can we also have portable showers, all to address the needs of someone who might have a fracture, who's going to get better later, or is going to be moving.
And it's amazing with the aging population. It's amazing about all the products that are coming out now for this population. And even like a lot of people don't want to have a regular hospital bed. They're uncomfortable. They only come in twin or bariatric size, but there's companies out there that make adjustable higher end hospital beds. They're private pay, but there's something that someone can have the features of a hospital bed, but actually be in a nice bed or have a larger bed than that. Then there's just so many products, and it's really exciting to, as the years go on, we just learn about more and more of the products.
Oh, wow. Well, let me go back to your business concept first. So Back Home Safely is where your therapy business is. Is that correct? And then you build whatever, insurance, cash, Medicare?
That's the beauty of the whole thing. So we do very little insurance. Most of our customers, we work with private pay. Some people have long-term care insurance. Some people are auto or workers' comp. But for the most part, about 95% of what we do is private pay.
I haven't written a therapy note in 14 years.
Right.
Oh, wow.
But it's nice because your Medicare's not sitting there telling you how much they're going to pay you
The
for your
limits and
services.
everything.
And people are starting, and it will take a little more time, but people are starting to understand that all healthcare is not provided by health insurance, and people really want to stay in their homes. And the other option is to move, and usually moving expenses are more than to modify your home. So, and also right after some type of medical issue, it's really not the time to, people want to say, oh, let's go house shopping and, look for a ranch I could move into. It's when they want to be back in their own home. Usually it works out.
That's true. So where is Back Home Safely located? What specifically city there in New Jersey?
So we're in Randolph, New Jersey, northwestern New Jersey.
Okay.
About 45 minutes west of New York City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we work in most of the state. We work in the top 2/3 of the state. And what we did was, because it has been successful in New Jersey and we've never looked back since we did this, we decided to create a franchise based on the model of Back Home Safely. We rebranded for the franchise, so it's called Greenlight Mobility. But what we did was develop this franchise so that we can train other therapists or other people in other states to assist in their own communities and assist their citizens in their states on home modifications as well.
Oh, wow. You mentioned about what you call this? A showroom or something like that. Do you have that?
Yes. Yeah, we have an office space. So we have an office space where we have all of our administrative staff come in, and our marketing staff and our finance staff, they all come in. And then we have a section of our office, which is basically a real shower built out, hospital beds, reclining chairs, ceiling lifts.
Did you say stair lifts?
There's a lot of stair lifts. We have 4 different brands of stair lifts that we have set up so people can ride up and down and really get a good feel for what the modifications we're recommending.
But the best thing with the business, though, is we were able to grow in terms of space as well. We started out of our house. We subleased warehouse space for the inventory, but we worked out of our house for 10 years. And at the point where we had 6 employees coming in and out of our house, and our cul-de-sac looked more like a parking lot than it did a street, we finally decided to grow up and move into a more flex space and combined our warehouse, our office, and we added the showroom too. And we also have a conference room that pre-COVID we were doing continuing education courses out of.
Wow.
But now we do them virtual.
That's where I saw you, right?
What's that?
I think that's where I saw you guys.
Oh, we did a virtual class. We did a virtual class.
Oh, did you see? Oh, okay. I didn't know.
So I think that's where I learned about you. Well, that's us right now. Our house is just like, our office and everything like that. We have a garage, 2-car garage, but it's not even a garage. It's just a storage,
Right.
Exactly.
Well, actually, when we don't
very
frequently, we don't get along. So we have the hospital bed set up in the warehouse, and that's where I sleep.
That's not true.
So
that is not true.
We always get along
all the time.
Okay.
Hey, at least you got the nice hospital bed,
We got beautiful hospital beds. We got TV. We got everything. Yeah.
Does she have the remote so she could flip that bed?
She always has the remote. Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't know how to use the remote.
It's got heat, massage. It's got everything.
Well, no wonder you're always outside there, right?
There you go.
So let's go back to the website Back Home Safely. This is your actual consulting business, and then you transitioned it to Greenlight Mobility. Am I correct?
Well, Back Home Safely is the name of what it is in New Jersey, and that's our company. And our franchise will be for all companies that are going to be outside the state of New Jersey who decide they want to run a similar business like ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell us more about that, that franchise thing for our viewers and people who are watching? Can you tell us
Sure.
better?
So there's certain states that we want to develop the franchise in. And it's really a great opportunity with the aging population. There's just such a demand for what we do. It's really rewarding to be able to, just like regular therapy is, or being a nurse, you're helping others, but it's really awesome because you get to use all this rehab knowledge that you've acquired through traditional therapy, and you can use it for your business in order to help people creating safe and accessible homes. It's great to be your own boss. It's great to, just like any of these careers that you bring to this platform. It's fantastic to be able to make your own schedule. The franchise is definitely something that would be a full-time job. It's not something you could do part-time. We would bring a lot of support to you because we would want you to be successful, because other prospective franchisees are going to ask you, hey, were we happy with this? Were you happy with this? So we definitely would give a lot of support. You would be given the tools that you need to start the business. You would get training. So you would come out to New Jersey for a period of training, and you would have a carpenter or a technician also trained as well. They need to be trained in stair lifts and other assembling ramps and that kind of thing. And then as the business owner or franchisee, you would also be trained in how we market. You would get a part of the website to be able to optimize in your own local area. And it's also great just to have the life balance, to be able to.
What's life balance?
You put a lot into it, but it's also great because you can make it as much as you want it to be, and you don't have like a salary cap where, okay, this is what you make because you're a PT and this is what a PT makes. You really can work really hard and achieve, as much out of it as you want. So there are like certain states that we are planning to develop and other ones that don't. So if anybody is interested in it, I'd be happy to talk to you about it and see if the state that you reside in is one that we are planning to develop.
Perfect. Thank you very much for explaining that, Karen and Frank. So on the concept of that franchise, are you gonna, obviously you're gonna teach everything, teach the ins and outs of the business. So do we need to have experience? Do I need to be a CAP certified too, or are you going to train my carpenters too, or is it my responsibility?
Yes.
I don't know anything about franchises or anything. So
that's a great question. So yes, do you have to be CAP certified? No. It does help to get CAP certified. It's a really easy couple-day course that gives you some basic knowledge, but also gets your name on a internet list that shows that you're CAP certified. So someone who's coming in from out of state, they might look at that list. It gives a basic education. You also, it's given with other people in your town or your region that might be interested in the same thing. So it's good to make some friends and contacts in there. We do train in the basic home modifications and how that relates to construction. It is helpful for a therapist to hire a carpenter who's got great experience as a carpenter, who then we can teach our ways of hanging a grab bar, our ways of installing a stair lift, our techniques of why a ramp should be done one way versus another. But we do train the carpenters as well as the owner.
Yeah. There are a couple other franchises out there that do home modifications, but I don't believe any of them are owned or operated by healthcare professionals. So we really look at it through another lens than a typical like stair lift salesperson or a ramp salesperson. We really use that knowledge to help find a solution for the person who needs the accessibility or safety products.
Perfect. Thank you very much for explaining that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are still watching live, please comment live. Watching on a replay, please comment replay. Our topic for tonight is how to start your home modification business, where we interview Karen and Gregg on how they started their own business, and of course their franchise called Greenlight Mobility. So again, I see a question here, Karen and Greg. Do you mind answering this for us? Rachel is asking, are you looking to develop in CT Connecticut? Is it that Connecticut?
Connecticut. So
How do you
Connecticut.
pronounce that?
So
Connecticut.
We are very interested in expanding close to home, although we're not. We actually have our first franchisee in the prospective franchisee in North Carolina who's planning to come aboard with us in the spring. COVID kind of slowed us down a little bit. But Connecticut's very interesting because we'd really like to expand in Connecticut because it's so close to New Jersey. Connecticut has a few extra rules but we have found ways to jump through the hoops. So yes, if you're looking to develop in Connecticut, we can definitely speak about that. And feel free to give us a call and we could set up a time to talk.
Perfect. You heard that, Rachel. Go ahead and reach out to or go to their website. Back Home Safely. Is it okay if I say your email, Karen or Greg?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Her website is Karen@backhomesafely.com. So Karen at backhomesafely.com. So she said, how can I get in touch with you? I'm going to type it here, Rachel. So Karen at backhomesafely.com. There you go.
And I could give you our office phone number too for Greenlight Mobility.
Yeah, go ahead. Is it this one here? 973?
Yep, 946 8330.
Hold on. What is it again?
973 946 8330.
I got a different number here, but
yeah, we have that. Yeah, that's for Greenlight Mobility. The other one's for Back Home Safely. It's cool. The same office. It's fine.
There you go. So you got the email here, Rachel. That's her email, Karen at backhomesafely.com. Her number is 973-946-8330. You just connect with her. Yes, and then there's another question here. I know somebody asked there, but just reach out to them. Are you comfortable sharing this?
I can explain that we do, like with franchises, there is a franchise fee and there's initial amount of money that you need to buy the inventory to start up and get a warehouse and everything that you need. But we could definitely discuss startup costs if you want to call us and we can discuss that.
Yeah, whoever you are, Facebook user, you are such a user. It doesn't show the name, so you're a user, Facebook user. So just reach out to that email here, Karen at backhomesafely.com, or her number 973-946-8330. So I like what Karen and Greg said, ladies and gentlemen. There are a lot of people out there who are doing this type of business, but they don't have a background in medical background. I mean, there's nothing wrong with. I mean, I know several home modification people here in the area, and they're good. I would call them, hey, could you help us put this handlebar here or whatever, modify the bathroom. But they don't have that actual medical knowledge that we have as a PT or an OT. We know if the patient, because all they know, okay, the patient had stroke. Let's just widen up the door. That's it. Widen up the door and then just let that freaking wheelchair go through that door. Us as therapists, we know. Oh, the patient had a right-sided stroke. Do we position the toilet on this side or not, right? That's where our critical thinking is. So we are in that best position, ladies and gentlemen. You as a PT, you as an OT, now is the time to start your own business. Now is the time to open up your home modification or whatever. Reach out to Karen and Greg, and maybe they can help you how to start your own home mod business. And I'm not a carpenter or whatever, but I do build some of, I try to adjust the wheelchair appropriate to a person's condition. So let's before we keep on going and before we bring Karen and Greg back, we are going on a quick break, ladies and gentlemen.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Yes, welcome back to Alternative Healthcare Career Show. We're in the interview. We interview different people, PTOT, speech, physician, nurses, nurse practitioner, everybody, where we'll help them find your alternative career. So tonight we're talking about home modification business. But before we go back, that is HelloNote. Thank you very much, HelloNote. And yes, I personally use HelloNote in our outpatient clinic. So check it out, hellonote.com. Use it for your outpatient clinic, whether it's cash or you want to bill insurance. Check it out, hellonote.com. All right?
Why did I choose autonomy?
Why my agency is empowered by autonomy.
Why did I join autonomy?
Why I chose to use the autonomy platform.
I chose autonomy because it allows me to have a work-life balance and provide skilled clinical care for my clients.
I chose autonomy because of the amazing support structure that it provides to my consumers and staff.
I feel that autonomy is one of the only platforms that looks at my clients with disabilities as a person, not as a number.
The autonomy platform serves as our back office, therefore allowing us to use our skill set to serve our consumers best, to see the best possible outcomes.
The autonomy talks about different things. They talk about value-based care. They intentionally limit the number of clients we serve so that we can stay focused on the main thing and not get overwhelmed. That we can focus on providing for our people, meeting their needs, helping them to develop a level of independence and satisfaction with their lives. And I can get behind that. That's why I'm here.
Yes, that is autonomy.com. If you want to start your own, home health business, starting not Medicare Part A, not Part B, but serving intellectually, DIDD, Department of Intellectual Developmental Disabilities. Check them out, autonomy.com, right? Yes, autonomy.com, right? That is therhabfitness.com. Check it out, Therhab Fitness. They teach you how to do some group exercise. I did my group exercise this morning with our the assisted living, independent living, or the retirement home that we go to. So check it out, Therhab Fitness. And I've been doing, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. So I do group exercise with those people, with the residents in that group or in that facility, and then I just bring out the best in them, and then I provide therapy services for them. So you got to check out. So I got that certification from Therhab Fitness, from Group Hab, and guess what happened? I started my own clinic, and this is what we do now. Check it out. So from that concept, ladies and gentlemen, from doing group exercise, then we provide therapy services when they need therapy. So cash-based, insurance-based. So it's just a cycle, ladies and gentlemen. So check it out. Therhabfitness.com. It helped me increase my influence and impact in that facility. So check it out. So, yep. All right. So our topic, let's go back to our topic for tonight. We are actually interviewing Karen Frank and obviously her husband, George Frank. Karen is the physical therapist, and then Gregg is the OT. They started a business 14 years ago, if I remember it right, 2017. They founded Back Home Safely, and now they started a franchise called Greenlight Mobility. You can check it out, greenlightmobility.com. And I just check it out. That person who asked how much the franchise is, it's Kara Welke. What's going on, Kara? I didn't see your name. That's why I'm so sorry. Well, let's go ahead and bring back the beautiful husband and wife. Well, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, they have 3 kids. 2 of those kids are actually therapists. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of us in our group, we're all, we recommend don't go to therapy because blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? Look at this this PT and OT husband and wife. They still encourage their kids to be in therapy. Why? Because they've found their passion, ladies and gentlemen. They've found their passion. They've found their purpose. And they've found their profit. There's a difference there, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the 3 P's. 3 P's. Your passion, your purpose, and your profit. You may be passionate about it, but if you don't have profit, you're gonna burn out. This Karen and Gregg, they've found their 3 P's. Now they encourage also their kids to be in healthcare professional. A lot of us in our group, they're like, no, run away from therapy. Run away. No, it's still away. The grass is greener where you plant it, where you water it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not greener on the nursing side. If you really want to be a nurse, don't worry. It's okay. My wife is a nurse. If you want to be a physician, go ahead. It's okay. But if you already have the degree of PT, OT, speech, water it right now. Grow where you're planted. And that's what Karen and Gregg did. They grew where they're planted. So let's go bring back Karen and Gregg. Karen and Gregg, could you tell us again more about what is Greenlight Mobility again?
Right. So it's a franchise modeled after our New Jersey-based business, Back Home Safely, where we have people outside of New Jersey in certain states own and operate a franchise of Greenlight Mobility, and they're given the tools and the training to be successful in a home modification company in their own state. And it's really a great field just because people are in really crisis mode when, as you all know, when just had some type of medical issue, and now they have challenges with their mobility, and all they want to do is be able to live in their own home. And we help them do that. And it's just so rewarding to be able to do that and help people and be able to have safe discharges home. So that's what the franchise does, is we just give the franchisee all the tools and training that they need to start their own business and continued support. And like with any franchise, there are costs involved, but again, we could go over all of that. It's opening up a business, so obviously there's costs, but it's a lot less overhead than like if you were to open up a retail store or something where you actually need a lot of need to buy tons and tons of inventory and tons of sales help and that kind of thing. So we really enjoy it. It's not for everybody, but we really like what we do, and we would be happy to talk to anybody who might be interested in doing what we're doing.
How our model differs from other therapists who might go into home modification is our company actually provides the construction. We provide the home modification. We provide the equipment, when we provide all the training and the caregiver training. We do that all in-house instead of just recommend other builders and other people to do it for us.
And we're actually giving a course, I believe it's February 11th, on home modifications, if anybody's interested, to learn about all the different types of home modifications that we do and that can be done to make a home safe and accessible. And it's through alternative healthcare careers that they could sign up for.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for explaining that again about green light mobility. So again, I already told you this crazy question. What is the biggest challenge for you as a home modification expert? What's your biggest failure, and how did you turn it around? Either as a couple or as a person or as an individual. What do you think, ladies, Karen and Gregg?
I can start off with the failure.
Okay.
All right. So our biggest failure, well, we're very into marketing. We're very into people in the medical community knowing that we're there, knowing who we are, knowing what we can do. And we believe that as therapists, the medical community will definitely, surround us and help us help their patients. So what we did is we rented a TV that was in the parking lot and over the directory in a large medical center in our area. So it was a big giant screen TV, and it had an ad that rotated on the TV, so that anyone who was going to be walking in the parking lot or going to the directory to see what their doctor was going to see our ad on home modifications. We spent a lot of money, and we had a 12-month contract with this company for the TV, and the only calls we got from it were other people who were trying to sell us ad time on their screen TVs. That was our biggest failure.
Yeah, but you live and learn, and after 14 years, you figure out what kind of marketing campaigns work and what doesn't. So we've learned from that experience, and we just do other types of marketing campaigns now, and that seemed to be a lot more successful. And I would say, when you say the challenge, I think the challenge, which I think is changing a bit, is just getting people and therapists just to understand, like I said before, that all health, that making a home accessible isn't usually covered by insurance. And we believe that it's really, really important that the patient be given the options and let the patient decide whether or not they have the budget for it. Some people are very creative in getting money to pay for the modifications, or if they don't want to do the modifications. But we just found it a little challenging with some therapists have a mindset of, that they don't want to recommend things that are private pay, but it's really changing, and people are starting to understand that. And we just try to, make people understand that it really should be the patient's decision, and they should be given all the information. And then also with home modifications, there's different budgets for people, and we can also offer different options based on budget, whether it be renting some of the equipment versus purchasing some of the equipment, and all those play a part in what we do.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's so good. Thank you very much for sharing that. All right. So where can any last parting wisdom for us, and where can we reach you again?
Yeah, you could reach us. You can take a look at our websites, greenlightmobility.com. We also have a website for our New Jersey company, backhomesafely.com, which has a little bit more information about us. But the websites mimic each other because it's still all us. And you could reach us on the telephone if you want to give us a call at 973-946-8330. Or you could reach me at the email Karen@backhomesafely.com.
All right. Well, again, thank you very much. Any last parting wisdom for those people who wants to start their own home modification?
Do it.
Or
Do it.
We've never looked back, whether it's this or something else. It's so nice to set your own rules and be creative and make your own way versus just doing your day-to-day, therapy or whatever it is, if that's not what you want to do. It's really great to make your own business and operate your own business.
And do it with your spouse. You can see each other all day long.
But thank you so much, Mike, for having us on.
Well, thank
You've been
you
working
very
out,
much
Mike?
for coming over. Well, I believe with Greg, when you start your own business, you get to spend the whole day with your wife. So,
Right.
yep, my
We
wife
do.
does my billing and everything now. So, yep, it's really good.
Yeah, it works well for us because we have opposite strengths and weaknesses. So for us, we all bring something else to the business. So it helps a lot.
That is so true. Again, thank you very much, Karen and Greg. Appreciate you for coming over. For those people who wants to, start their own business, check it out, greenlightmobility.com. Again, Karen, thank you. And Greg, thank you. But before I let you go, ladies and gentlemen, Alternative Healthcare Career Group. Before I let you go, there's a song like that. Before I let you go. Yes, before I let you go, always remember the word FAST. F-A-S-T. Letter F. Letter F is the word F. Faith, right? No. Word FAST. Letter F. Friends. You got to find friends that will push you to your next level because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Who are you hanging out with today, ladies and gentlemen? Today, I hanged out with Karen and Greg. I feel like I want to be a home modification expert. I feel like I want to be like in green light mobility. I forgot to ask them, why green light? Maybe green means go, light, and mobility, right? Yes, the next letter on the word fast is letter A. Letter A. You got to learn how to take action, guys. Take action by reaching out to Karen and Greg. Go to their website, greenlightmobility.com or backhomesafely.com. So check it out. Take action. Reach out to them, right? And the next letter on the word fast is letter S. Letter S. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, letter S. Share and subscribe or shoot for the moon. Keep shooting for the moon, right? Shoot for the moon. Why? Because when you miss it, you're going to be landing with the stars. If you keep shooting for the moon, you're going to be landing with the stars tonight. I landed with the stars with Karen and Greg. Keep shooting, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to miss it. You're going to fail. But will that stop you? No. Karen and Greg failed. They already mentioned it, right? They made a big mistake on that marketing thing. You got to keep going, ladies and gentlemen. You will fail. You will encounter some struggles. You will encounter some setbacks, but those setbacks are created set up for your next success. Well, guess what this young, beautiful couple did? They started their own business, started their own franchise now, and then bam, they're rocking it, right? And the last letter on the word fast is letter T. No, it's not timeout. Letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, just like what Karen and Greg is doing, you're going to understand it more. So you got to keep teaching it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Facebook friends. Be awesome. Be great. Be excellent. I will see you again next week. All right. Bye-bye.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.